Our ambition is to make touch rugby one of the most inclusive sports there is. We want it to be super accessible to anyone. We don't want there to be many barriers or any barriers to picking up the game for the LGBT community.
What's been amazing over just the 3 or so years that we've been running Pride in Touch has been the interest and the growth and the opportunity we've had to platform good practice from people across the world that are wanting to do more LGBTQ+ inclusive initiatives. Now more than ever, we certainly feel it's really important to make sure that we amplify the voices of inclusion, show people that team sport can be really good for their mental well-being and their physical well-being, and hopefully we've got plenty of those people who have felt like that through enjoying our tournament today.
Welcome back here to Nottingham for the Touch World Cup 2024 semi-final action here in the Mixed Opens. Australia, the 7-time world title champions, taking on England, the home nation here, looking for a gold medal berth. James Preston and Ben Powell, the England Touch high performance and coach of the Women's Open, to take you through all the action as Australia bring it forward already at frightening pace. Dropping down now for Langbridge. Stepping back off the left foot. Langbridge opens up a lot of space. Sends it wide early. Hands above the head. Taking it in. And a try off the very first set here for Australia. Steph Maiolo. Oh, my.
Yeah, hi, James. Thanks for the introduction. The ball moved down to the line there really quickly. So the Aussies having a strike on third, I think, yeah, a really good opening for them.
Well, ominous signs here for the English early on, and that's not going to help matters either.
No, not at all. When we get a chance, I say when we get a chance heading towards the Aussies line, ball control, getting those roll balls right, it's going to be imperative. So not a great start for England.
Now Australia bouncing around. Groth through the middle, so too is Searle. They bring it up just shy of that 7-metre mark. Searle turning away from Groth, sends it out early. Oh, great footwork here from James Price. Nearly caused a few issues for the English. Still a little bit to see off here, though, as Price bounces around. Last one here for Australia. Searle once more, bombs long, once more finds the mark. It's an early double for Steph Maiolo.
I think they're actually going to call that one forward.
Well, that's an interesting one. Here it is on the replay. Yeah, maybe a question mark about it. It's marginal.
Yeah, I mean, some really good defence by England. You can see the Aussies looking for that mismatch on the female link, but Millie's done well.
And now the English working away from their own end here. Still very early days in this one, around about 2 minutes gone. So they head up towards halfway. Searle with a strong touch there, stopping all that momentum there from Crossley. But England marching forward. Last one here. They'll take off. Searle working hard to get back onside, but he's played at the ball, and there is another set to work with.
Yeah, just stuck his hand out of that one. A little bit worried about the ball being moved back out to link.
Now England once more towards this 7-metre line. Oh, big dummy. Right foot step. Hard one to take. Oh, it might actually work out well here for them. And just by the strap of the heel, James Price caught.
A great touch.
Now out here once more for Crossley. Back to the middle. Dropping it down now is Dixon. Oh, and then it was building for England. Nicholas was jamming in. She might have made the touch anyway, but there's a nice little blueprint for the English moving forward.
Yeah, nice. It moved into the sweep really nice. Got Anna in there at half. They're going to have to make those ones count, though, because I think the time spent on the Aussie line could be minimal.
We've said it all week here in the commentary booth. Against Australia, it doesn't have to be near perfect. It has to be perfect, and that was just a little shy of the mark. As now they drop it down here through Bazunas. Now looking long again on Maiolo. They've got a target on her. This time they'll say the pass is fine. And once more, Australia go in with acres of space out wide.
Yeah, I mean, the way he's released that ball's fantastic. We also the finish as well. See the pickup. And I think the wing just initially gets a little bit caught ball watching there before chasing out. But those ones are hard to stop.
Yeah, when Chris Lennon can rip a pass 20 metres, there's not much you can do about it. As now Hobson goes forward, turns it back on the inside here. Evans, nice movement from her. Or draw and pass. Still on here for Hobson. Threads the needle. Finds Alice Hobson. It's Hobson to Hobson. And it's a try to England.
Yeah, fantastic work. So I'm just about to kind of think maybe they should have picked up and gone open side, but they've picked up, cracked back. Nice draw and pass. And Hobson to Hobson, as you say. Clark Hobson out there with 100 caps for England this week. So all the experience needed there to put one over the Aussie scoreline. And
certainly a lot of experience between those two. They would have been playing backyard footy growing up as well, the brother-sister combo. As now it's worked away here through Groth. Groth, oh, they'll come back for an incorrect roll ball here against the Aussies. An uncharacteristic error.
Yeah, England getting physical in the ruck there, forcing a mistake. I think ball was down, so we're lucky we've come back for the infringement.
And we've seen through different categories here in the numerous divisions, if you take it to Australia, you put in that heavy touch like Lebanon did in the men's open. The Aussies, they get a bit rattled.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's the same with the Kiwis as well. When teams are sort of...
Oh, it's building there for England. You can hear the groan come out across Nottingham here. Took off the hat as well of Crossley, but had it ended up in the hands. Here it is again on the replay. Yeah, lovely delivery, and it did catch Maiolo unawares.
That was close for Anna. Just saying before, like if you take it to them, particularly around the midfield, it can be a real leveler against these teams. And like you say, they do get rattled if you get up, you're intense, you're aggressive. Can start to shift the tide a little.
Here's Bazunas threading the needle here for Langbridge. Pops up, still alive now for the Emus. Lennon, Langbridge, Bazunas on the last. Great footwork. Bazunas takes off, floating over the top. Well covered once more here. English scramble in the opening 5 here, very strong.
Yeah, look, they're staying in the game. As you say, the defence scrambling a little there, but it looks comfortable, and mistake in transition.
Now, I know you're wearing your heart on your sleeve here a little bit, Ben, but it's not all about England. You're a born and bred Ballina boy.
Yes, allegiance is slightly torn. Home country being Australia, but very much here with my England touch hat on this afternoon.
It's been 12 years in the making. Certainly say that you're more than the citizen now. You're through and through. Heart of a Lion, supporting the Lions as well. As now it sends wider still here. Good pressure again here, Hobson. Just calming down the English, saying we've got them. We have the measure here. We just need to stick to our principles and policies. So they drive up through the middle of the field. Langbridge making the touch. Once more, Hobson. Good footwork up towards halfway. Oh, heavy contact there. It was Lennon who jammed in. Play on his call, though, is now marching forward with good metres here. Pennington drops it down. Oh, he needed to be an option back on the inside. He just lost his footing, though.
Yeah, Gabe really leading there. He's a mixed open captain, been so for a few years now. Some good yardage though. They're parking the ball at the right end of the field.
So far it's a real contest, this one, 2-1. The Aussies not having it all their own way. As now Hegedus, who's got oodles of speed, set sail out on this left-hand side. Nice quick drop-off. Bart's the captain for Australia, and the captain will lead by example with a ripping ball. Oh, Bart says, you can eat my shorts.
That was fantastic. You see there, you've got Hegarty coming through, 2 players in that touch, and the middle still retreating. It just doesn't allow time for the link or the wing to release. Fantastic ball, great finish.
The try there for Olivia Goodsall. That's been where all those dangerous raids have come, out to that right-hand edge for the Aussies. So the English will need to tighten up that defensive flank, and now good movement here. Drawn past, they're going to say that the touch already occurred, and as a result, there's the turnover. I think they're a little bit unlucky there, though, England.
Yeah, just trying to pick the call. I think the signal's blocking from what I could see, but also the half-court signal came up as well. But yeah, England unlucky again, looking at running hard with conviction, and that's key, isn't it, when you get those opportunities.
The drop down now, and Langbridge back into the action. So too is Bazounis. Oh, Bazounis, the bazooka, taking off. Lennon once more looking long. Fires the pass. Options back on the inside here for Potts. Langbridge under pressure. That's well and truly forward. Well, the only thing was more forward than that was Tom Brady.
Good pressure from England. I was just about to sort of say they need to get higher on that transition, and they've done well to push them out of the 7. And is there such thing as a co-commentator's curse? I think
Ben, I can assure you now there absolutely is. Meeksy in his last game up here, he lasted 39 minutes before the commentator's curse struck, but it always strikes. So now Australia through the middle. Langbridge drops it down. Bazounis once more an option. Oh, Bazounis summed it up beautifully right on the spot. Michaelopoulos only has to catch it and fall over the line. And out wide, they're killing them here, Australia.
Yeah, so again, I mean, the long ball does the talking. Quickie to receive that ball back and straight over the top. Good finish as well.
And this is the problem for England. It's not just the likes of Langbridge. It's Lennon, it's Bazounis, it's Barts. They can all throw them long, and they always hit the mark.
Oh, I mean, that's the strength of these top mixed teams in terms of the passing ability. It's fantastic.
So now Pennington turns it back on the inside here. He'll drop it 8 away. Mills out there now for Australia, working hard. Momentarily, I thought he might not have made the distance back on the line, but did enough there, Jackson Mills.
Yeah, good recovery. So gave the referee a decision to make in terms of ball down first. So I think his spot on touch was just in.
So a quarter of this game gone. It's flown along. Oh, big gap here. Hegedus happy to let him run, urging him to take the space. Michaelopoulos marking up between 2 of them, and that one is well and truly forward. Yeah. Just having a little look there at Alice Hobson. She was trying to suggest, no, you can't call that one forward, but she's done the call herself here for the referees.
Yeah, assisting the refs.
The Hegedus now floating it on. Oh, meters again here for Barts. Just chewing up the ground, and now Mills, who's one of the quickest on the field, gets another 10 or so. Hegedus as the roll continues on here for Australia. Potts, great strike dump. Now Wilson Groth, another one to watch out for. Groth gets it back one-handed, pops a pass for Searle. Good read here from England. Jamming in was Jordan Melling. And at the moment, yes, they're down 4-1, but there's enough life in this England side that if they can just complete their sets and capitalise down the other end of the field, they could be right back in this.
Yeah, 100%. And like you say, really good grind in defence. The speed at which Australia are coming out of their box, they just need to make sure they're getting themselves onside, getting up high enough to really affect that ruck.
That'll help things, though. Great run here from Hobson, and a nice strike dump too. Oh, Hobson was back through the middle. Just falls out of his grasp. And as a result, the score remains 4-1. But there's opportunities here for England.
Yeah, Maddie Maynard, number 11, scooping through. And very close to Clark getting control out. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, forward out of the play, the ball it looked to be. Yeah, there is the call from the referee. This might be the time now for England, just being invited upfield here. Great position to launch a raid. Hobson will restart things here. Heading back towards the middle. Bazounis up to meet him. Hobson bouncing around. Langbridge slowly but surely stepping up. Now Evans. Evans just goading Langbridge there. Evans once more runs out of real estate, turned away from Zara Nicholas. Back to the 7 they go. Patient here from England. Evans to Hobson. Bouncing around. Langbridge stepping forward, making himself very large like a netball goalkeeper there. And then throwing wide. Big step off the left foot. Back here for the chance now for Evans. Good footwork again. They'll have a static start here on the last, England. It'll be a tough task. Turns it back on the inside. Oh, Langbridge. Big contact there, but good sportsmanship, making sure that Evans doesn't hit the deck too hard.
Yeah, and that defence by Langbridge in particular, the way he got up, blocked the passing channel. English were looking for the link there to try and run a punish play, and he's done a fantastic job to ensure the link's still moving forward, but he's blocked the passing channel and their ability to run that quickie on the link.
Now Hegedus brings it forward, drops it about 10 away. Good left foot step back on the inside for Jackson Mills, who spills it over the line. A try goes begging for the Emus.
Set up perfectly by Hegedus as it goes through. And just that bit of pressure as he's reaching out. Josh Ingram there reaching for the touch.
Just needs a little bit more of that hairspray on the fingertips, Jackson Mills. So that they come over halfway now. Meters on offer here for Ironside. And Ironside then sends it wider still. Richards can really motor. He put the foot down there, but Bart's also one of the quickest in the mixed opens division. Made it look easy. Now England attacking this right-hand side. Oh, they'll put the foot down. Mills. They're testing out that hamstring, which is strapped.
Yeah, it does look like he's straining a little there, so...
England bouncing around. Oh, here they go. But they don't want to take on Bart's. If there's one player you don't want to come up against in a foot race, it's Tim Bart's.
Absolutely not. I mean, just watching him out in these first 6 minutes, he's been electric.
The rapid stuff here for the number 6, Tim Bart's, up towards halfway. Good strong touch there from England and keeping a high pressing line here. That's good to see as Groth now brings it forward. Oh, and it's another error here for the Aussies midway through the count. That's probably 3 of them now.
Yeah, uncharacteristic like, I guess. Bit of pressure from England in midfield, which was working, but I mean, the refs have been hot all week on the ruck, and in particular forward passes off the ruck as well, so you can bet they'll be keeping a close eye on them in this game too.
Meters on offer here now for Kelly Hammond. They send it back towards the middle here with Grant. Grant floating a ball over the top, and now Melling taking off, but Nicholas is very quick too. From the Insular Peninsula, Zara Nicholas out in Sydney, as now they drive forward. Sam Grant runs out of real estate, keeps it alive here for Pennington. Now Melling coming forward. Last one here for the English. Pennington, trying to squeeze through a gap. It was a very narrow one. He'd almost have to be paper thin to do so.
Yeah, great defence again. And delaying giving the ball back. The Aussies really got up and tread their space well there.
Look at the meters now here as well for the Emus. The animal only knows one way, that's for, but so too does the touch footy team. As it comes here for Lennon or Langbridge straightening up. It looks dangerous now for the English. They're all offside. Bazunas plays through. They'll say the touch is made though. Well, Bazunas, I thought they were miles offside there.
Yeah, link definitely off. I just wonder whether the wings actually come from an onside position. We don't quite have the camera angle, but link was off by a long way. Maybe Alice Hobson's just onside there as she's popped up to make the touch.
Hobson may well have saved the bacon here of the English. Another one would make things very tough as Bazunas sends it here for Lennon. Back on the inside for Bazunas. They can't take this one away from him. And Bazunas will make it 5-1 with time running out in the first half.
Yeah, the ball movement here really effective. I mean, just the fact they're taking it from one edge to the other. Couldn't get on the outside on that link quickie, but it's a ball back in, and the middle, the saver's just not there. Really good play for the Aussies.
So a crucial period here before half-time now for England. Only about 3.5 to go. A try on the board here at 5-2 gives them a slither of hope. They now try and send it wide. Up in the passing lane was Lennon, but didn't really play out the ball, so they won't get an extra set here. Simple turnover for the Emus.
It's these big moments, and I feel a lot of teams that are non-Aussie, non-Kiwi this week have been saying the same things. It's those big moments. England have had chances to score, and they put one over, but Australia are converting, and England are wasting early in their touch count as well. So
This is a good opportunity here now for England. They can set up camp, and they're responding here from the coaching box. Harry Richards back onto the field. He's electric for England as he brings it forward now. Finding Evans, Mills, making himself large and in charge. Richards receives it back now. On to Evans once more, who is pointing and directing traffic. Richards once more goes short side. The Aussies numbered up well. It's actually 4-on-3 in their favour, which means there is a little bit of space back on this left-hand edge. Richards needs to get it to ground, though. They've got to go now. But ultimately, they'll work for the penalty. Not a bad result there for England.
No, good. You can see they're trying to get the link up. Mills is doing a great job at ensuring they're not getting access to the link for that punish play they're trying to run. But penalty for not moving forward. They'll take it and hopefully use the set.
Evans now caught. Evans once more getting close. Mills again, though, has all the bearings correct. They'll come back to the 7 here. Less than 2 to go in the first half. 5-1 the score in the semi-final. The winner, of course, no matter what, will come away with at least silver. And now, once more, little squeezing effort here from Thomas Hardiman. He's turned away, though.
England rolling quick sub at link.
Onto the field is Anna Crossley. Might look to hit her now. Instead, they'll go to this right-hand side. In fact, left it is. Right-hand defensive edge of Australia, and just out in front of Richards' hands there. I don't mind the idea, though. It's an early release.
Yeah, particularly releasing that ball to get Richards on the outside. Australia looked like they had the read, but, you know, one-on-one on a foot race.
Now Groth and White are still here for the run of James Price. Searle, Groth, scooping it. Big dummy. Back for Searle. Has them for pace. Pops it over the top. Michaelopoulos. Machine-like precision from Australia. And another one on the board. That'll make it very tough heading into the second half. 6-1.
Yeah, once again, really strong transition and just getting that mismatch and on the outside. You can see the passer's ball movement there. Just him getting on the outside meant the winger had to come in and bite.
And another turnover here for England, so they won't get a chance to put another one on the board before the break. Very important now that they hold out from this set here for Australia. They can smell blood in the water. Bazunas dropping it down. Langbridge, good footwork. Out here for Lennon once more, recycling the footy. Potts for Lennon. Lennon looking long again. Of course he does. He's got such a weapon of a ball. Finds Olivia Goodsall. And that is bread and butter for the Aussies.
Yeah, outstanding pass again. Just that speed of transition is phenomenal. It's what's bringing England tighter and tighter, so it's really opening up.
Well, there was a lot of energy around the ground when it was sitting at about 3-1. It's all been sapped out of the air, though. You can feel it here. They seem a little deflated, England. I think that one just really rubs a bit of salt into the wounds.
Yeah, the applause is slowly coming for the Aussies as well. I think just recognition of the fantastic touch we're seeing out there. But, you know, England won on the board. If they can keep going, they can still make a game out of this in the second half. It's all about building then for the bronze medal game.
They have to be perfect in the second, but it looks very much like Australia will be advancing through to the final itself. How will it all play out? We'll find out very shortly at the break. Australia leading England in the Mixed Opens semi-final match. 7-1 here at the Touch World Cup for 2024. Welcome back here to Nottingham for the Touch World Cup 2024 semi-final action here between Australia and England in the Mixed Opens division. James Preston and Ben Powell taking you through it all. And England, that scoreline certainly doesn't flatter them. They've looked better than 7-1 would suggest, but it's just those 1%ers that are the difference here, Ben.
Yeah, those critical moments, the sort of pressure moments, Australia have managed to convert theirs, and England, those mistakes coming into the line, fingers crossed they can get a good tap off, at least park the ball down the Aussies' end and make it a bit more difficult for them coming off their own line. But so far, the transition for the Aussies has been excellent.
Well, it was a horror start in the first half for England, conceding after just 3 plays. Let's see if they can return serve here. Against the Emus as now Melling brings it forward. Lovely little delay on that pass. Back to this open side. They'll continue popping the ball. Just probably needed a little bit of patience only midway through the count.
Yeah, it certainly opened them up. Again, just forcing that extra pass to the winger. The hole looked like it was there, but not quite.
So Mills hopping in at acting half and then finding a little ball here for Nicholas. And look at the long stride of Tim Bartz just chewing up ground as Bazounis, rapid as always. Onto the field now. Lennon, the danger man. Links up with Langbridge here. Langbridge dropping it down. Lennon, quick release. Bazounis, if he hits wing, they'll score. That's exactly what he does. And Maiolo, such a classy finisher. Every day of the week, she'll put that one away.
Yeah, she made that look really easy. The sideline was absolutely approaching as she received that ball. You can see that ball there just hitting the other middle on the out is what created all that space. And that's a great finish.
You're right there, Ben. There was even less room than I thought there was initially. That was inches away from the sideline.
No, she made that look very easy.
That one goes to ground here. 8-1 now the score for the Emus over the home nation, England. They need to get something on the board very quickly. Quite simply, they probably can't allow Australia to get another one. Now meters upfield here for the Aussies once more. Just marching up. No real resistance here at the moment from England. Hegedus off the left foot. Mills is there. Hops in at acting half. Great quick release. Bartz will take them on as a result. Put it down to the ball from acting half from Jackson Mills, though. Fired out of a cannon. And the long outstretching arms here of Tim Bartz secures a 9th try for Australia.
Yeah, you can just see the outline there run by Tim Bartz. Got on the outside of the link. Here we go. And now you've got a decision to make between the middle and the link doesn't come in.
Worth pointing out too, it's on the quickest player there for England, Harry Richards, and he still was not even within QE. As now Hobson, an option here out of acting half, sends it back to the middle. Good footwork. Oh, Hobson once more. It was open there for England. That's probably 4 tries they've let beg. Absolutely go begging near the line.
Absolutely. I mean, even half of those earlier on, and you're talking about a different game, but here's where Australia have really hammered England, and that's midfield.
And Potts picking up 20 metres on that run, and now Groth, in like fashion, continues driving forward. They might even score this play now.
Good recovery, and I think we've got a forward pass.
Yeah, it did look to be forward there from Price. Yeah. Out here wider still for Goodsall. So 9-1 it remains. 3 minutes gone here in the second half. Already 2 tries the Aussies have put on. England needs something very quickly.
The Aussies were just out of shot there as they set themselves for their midfield defence, but the intensity is still there despite the scoreline, and you know, that's potentially the difference between the teams who will go close to winning the World Cup and the teams who are likely to win it.
Last one here for England. Oh, just cutting out. Run there of Pennington, but nearly ended up in the hands of James Price, and that would have been good night, Irene. Out they go now. Oh, good step here from Potts too, opening up a little bit of space. Searle back to Groth here once more. And again, it's just laser-like precision with every play here, the Aussies. So little downtime in between these plays, and Bartz once more sums it up, finds Goodsall. They're just too good.
Yeah. Excellent again. Slightly different release on that long ball, so it came a little earlier than we've seen in the first half. So England still backpedaling as Bartz releases that, picks up from half. Nice early ball. great technique there in terms of receiving that as well. She knew she wasn't under a huge amount of pressure, so turned her body to pull it in, and a good finish.
It's like watching a colony of ants. Everyone going about their business to the exact second, in the right place at the right time. It's fascinating to watch how the Emus just march upfield.
Yeah, communication's such a critical part of this game, but we've got the benefit of listening into what's being said out there at the moment, and
here goes like Lennon again, all the way out to Goodsall. That's a ripping pass from Chris Lennon. Well, I'll tell you what, I know the English love the Beatles, but there's a new Lennon in the house. Step aside, John.
Excellent. Almost as good as that long ball. Yeah, fantastic. And there's even some applause there in the England sub box. Absolutely nothing you can do about that.
Well, Goodsall now brings up 4 tries here. Aren't the girls having a field day in this one? 11-1 now. England in dire straits here as Pennington drops it back on the inside. Melling, bring it forward. Grant was waiting for it as well. Haven't seen too much of Sam Dixon so far in this one either, as Pennington now takes off good speed. Oh, well, had the width been kept there from Alice Hobson, she probably strolls in untouched. Instead, they'll come back to this 7-metre mark. She thought the unders line was the more appropriate avenue, but perhaps underestimated the pace of her captain.
Yeah, and I think the few times that the ball has come out,
that's beautiful, though, from England. Passive out the back, and that's got the home fans up in applause. Bit more of that for England.
Really nice play. Sam Grant there. Good finish as well under pressure. So here we go. Ball moves into middle. Yeah, really nice passive line to get outside the link.
It's a great ball too from Melling. Really dug deep into the line. It's 11-2. They've got one on the board here in the second half, but again, Australia just rapid. Bartz, Hegedus, they've stripped them once more. Hegedus will stroll over. Clockwork again from the Aussies, 12-2.
Yeah, nice and simple. Created that overlap quite early and didn't rush the passes.
You can hear a pin drop when Australia go over. In fairness, it is against the home nation. That's to be expected.
Yeah, look, England at this point really need to ensure they're trying to finish on as positive a note as possible and be competing at every opportunity as well. Believe it or not, despite the score lines, it's a big privilege to play against some of these players that are the best in the world as well. So despite the scoreline, they'll still be enjoying themselves out there.
Nicholas now stepping up, making the touch. Mills got across very quickly. Shuts it down. 12-2 with around about 12.5 to go here. So the Aussies once more in great touch here. For England, of course, the campaign doesn't stop here, though. There's still the bronze medal match to come, and they would love to walk away with some sort of medal.
Absolutely. And that was where the aims for a lot of our squads here are sort of get yourselves to a semi-final and then see what happens from that point. But England will certainly have their eyes on that bronze medal, either New Zealand or the Philippines. So likely the Philippines.
Oh, Langbridge takes off now. Bazoonis in acres of space. They could have put down a picnic rug and started having lunch in the time that would have taken to shut him down. Another try here for the Aussies, 13-2.
Yeah, it's the speed at which this ball was picked up by half.
Just Langbridge, great movement.
Showed the ball inside. England couldn't readjust.
I think that sums it up there too. Langbridge had time to then turn around and admire his handiwork as well.
Yeah.
So Pennington drops it off now here for Melling on a straight charge. Oh, Bazoonis. In fact, Groth it was, came storming out of the line. Pretty heavy contact there too. He's a big body as well. Wilson Groth is now Pennington. Takes off. Groth again, monsters him. Sends him back to the 7.
Really good touch. Line speed here, excellent by Australia. Hasn't let up at all. Always been pulled back.
Melling out now for Grant. Oh, good footwork from Grant and then played it there from Australia. Another set to come here for England. They'll take these little wins.
Yeah, hand in the passing channel, so hopefully England can use the set of 6 to build.
Drop down once more here, Pennington. Oh, back on the inside. That's nice work. Australia once more, though, had their measure. Back to the 7 they'll come here. Still a few plays left in this set. Well set up as well. Pennington will now work for that strike dump. Doesn't quite get it here. As a result, Melling with the big dummy and then recalibrating once more. They'll go again, or at least they'll try to. Very sloppy there from Pennington, whose own foot kicks the ball away.
It's a shame. We keep saying those moments on the Aussie scoreline are really pivotal, so to lose that there's
no issues for England marching upfield, it's just the finish.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Hegedus floats it out now for Mills. Oh, Mills, great change of emphasis. Back here for Bartz. It's building once more, but they won't get away with that roll ball. There's the turnover as we come inside the final quarter of this match. Australia now with one eye on the big final itself. Nobody here for England to capitalise. They were in fact surprised that he went all the way through.
Yeah, the Aussie player there just called off by the referee. So Sam Grant, good listening to take advantage.
Hobson to Hobson here as now it's played from Clark and then back for Clark Hobson once more. He's looking lively. Good footwork here. Can they squeeze through? Alice Hobson was an option. That's out of acting half. That'll be a turnover.
That is a great touch. Absolute fingertips there, as I thought Maddie Maynard had skipped through that one. Aussies will turn it over now. Good ball movement.
Head towards the subs box here as Nicholas. Oh, and that one goes to ground here from Hegedus. Had plenty of time. England weren't really stepping up too high on the mark, so an unforced error there.
No, a bit of fatigue setting in maybe. Hegedus looks a little bit ropey after that dive to make that touch, so hands on his knees at the moment.
Yeah, certainly sucking in the big ones here is Hegedus, is now Hobson. Hobson at acting half once more. Oh, good little effort here from England because Bazounis had lost his footing, so they identified the opportunity.
Yeah, good, and I think not wasting the ball by trying to throw a ridiculous pass and actually getting in at the line is really key.
Ingram, Hobson, deep now here for Maynard. Maynard, good footwork, popping a little ball. Right idea, but unfortunately not read there from Ingram. He'd tucked back in.
Yeah, we've got someone down.
It's Bazounis who's on his haunches here. It's a little bit of a collision. Back to his feet now. A little bit gingerly as well here, Zach Bazounis. But he will take his place in the line out there at left link. And now straight away, that's a good way to work through the cobwebs. Upfield he goes. And now the Emus once more working up towards the halfway line. Another Australian hits the deck here. As Bartz is caught directly on the half by Hobson. Bartz now brings it forward yet again. Groth sending it out here for Searle. Oh, good footwork from Searle. Bounces away. Groth now gets the strike dump. No, he doesn't. Much in the vein of England in their previous set marching upfield. They've turned it over from their own boot.
Yeah, a few mistakes from the Aussies. I kind of mentioned maybe a bit of fatigue setting in. Day 6, semi-final. Sort of these teams are, I think, 8 games into their campaign now, so it's a lot of touch being played.
Well, it's worth pointing out, this is the longest World Cup tournament we've ever seen. Previously it was 6 days, now we're extending to 7, and certainly the biggest. It's grown by 70% since the 2019 Malaysia World Cup in terms of teams competing across the various categories. Every one of them has grown.
Yeah, it's been massive. And as you said, 6 days into 7, and in most cases, I think at last World Cup, teams would only play across 5 of those 6 days as well. So in the case of the Women's Open and the Mixed Open, they're played every day.
Now Ironside throwing it long. Michaelopoulos once again gets across so quickly. We often see in Mixed Opens, team with the ball will try and isolate 2 girls next to one another in the link and the wing, but when you've got Nicholas out there with Michaelopoulos, both so electric, there's no easy tries.
That's it. Absolutely not. Really good chase out, and again, not giving up despite the scoreline. Very impressive. England looking for a no touch there, but really well done to hold on to that ball.
Meters here now for Potts as Richard steps up to make the touch. Hegedus dropping it down now. Hegedus once again moving quickly. Mills, great release straight away. Price, big left foot step back to Mills. Good read though from Crossley.
Yeah, really good read. I think Aussies taking the incorrect option there. The ball was actually back on the outside, but good read by Anna, and England have kept them out, and they can come forward now.
Meters here for the English. Hegedus stepping up to make the touches now. Pennington gets involved here for Melling. Back towards the middle. Grant under all sorts of pressure there from Price. As Pennington takes off and run out of real estate. Hobson can do very little with that. And the ball hits the deck. So approaching the final 5 minutes here. This one has been beyond doubt in terms of the result for some time now. England just looking to build in these final moments towards hopefully a bronze medal in their next encounter. Now Langbridge coming forward, drops it down. Sloppy here from Langbridge. There's the turnover. Good pressure from the English. Kept a very high line.
Yeah, good. Beating Langbridge there to the bend as well to ensure that the roll ball was difficult, and you could see him frustrated with the mistake. But again, they come back with that intensity, trying to earn that ball back. Really impressive to see.
Cycled back here to Hobson, who rolls it just shy of the halfway line. Clark Hobson now sending it wide. They'll come back, though, for another indiscretion here against England. Forward pass is the call.
Yeah, forward pass off the rock. We're right in line with that. Easy one for us to catch. So can't argue with the rest there.
I must say the refereeing's been very good in this particular game. Bart's now waits at acting half. Back here for Langbridge. Hobson up to make the touch. Bart's once more. Langbridge straightening up. Bart's looking dangerous again. Oh, Langbridge just tries to burn them on the outside. He does exactly that. The change of pace puts another one on the board for Australia. 14-2. They just seem to keep getting better, though, here, this mixed open side.
Yeah, again, really good play. You could see, we'll get the replay now, you can see them come back short side. Link was tucked in nice and tight. It's just that chase out. Danielle Evans, she's a fantastic athlete, did her best there to get back to Langbridge, but not quite. And another turnover.
3.5 to go. What would be the message from the coaching staff here in the final stages?
Look, I think going into this game, you never sort of acknowledge that you want to lose a game of touch, particularly at this level. But it will now just be, focusing on the positive aspects of the game in preparation for that bronze medal game. So keeping the energy high, keeping those positive vibes high in the sub box. And you can see we're looking right down on England, and it is positive in the box. You've still got players communicating with each other. There's still some constructive work going on. So, despite the scoreline, they're doing well.
Yeah, it's Clark Hobson who's leading that team talk at the moment. That's the big thing here for England. They just have to put this result out of their mind. Finish here in the last couple of minutes, but it starts anew with a medal up for grabs in their next match. And we'll find out who their opponents will be a little bit later on today.
Yeah. I think in many ways they'll reflect on this as a bit of a free hit, a chance to go against, the defending world champions, 7-time world champions.
Now Pennington takes it out to this right-hand side. Oh, nice little recycle back through the middle. Melling waiting here at acting half. Pennington brings it forward. Wants that strike dump again. They don't get it here, England. I'd have to say that's the last 4 sets. Marching upfield, they've kicked the ball away themselves.
Yeah, I couldn't quite get my eyes on that, but Australia are really effective at where they're initiating those touches as well. England have got a responsibility to hold on to that ball, so you could see them appealing for interfering in the ruck, but they've got to be stronger with that.
Hegedus out here for Mills. Oh, lovely drop down. Mills now the one-handed scoop, looking dangerous. Threads the needle around the corner. Tim Bart's on the spot. Jackson Mills, take a bow. That was classy.
Yeah, the way he's held that ball up to get Bart's into the hole. We'll get the replay shortly. Yeah, ball was definitely gone. I mean, Gabe Pennington there is appealing for the touch. He's obviously made it, but ball release first, just behind him.
That's the thing here for the English, just a little off the pace in every regard. And Australia flexing the muscle now as they extend that margin. Hobson here. Now for Evans. Quick release. Maynard again. Evans. Ingram dropping it just shy of the 7. Hobson wrapping around. Oh, and again, they've got it wrong here in the roll ball. England, their own worst enemy for a lot of this game.
Yeah, hips not square. unlucky.
I said it before and I'll say it again, Ben. Your hips don't lie. Shakira knows it better than anyone else. Unfortunately, the English don't here. They head up towards halfway, now over it. Another chance to put one more on the board here for the Aussies. Searle driving it. Bart's looking dangerous. Sends it wide. Goodsall on the spot. It floated forward, out of the hands backwards, and Goodsall is just racking them up for fun.
Yeah, again, roll on out of the box. Fantastic transition. I've said that all game. And you can see Bart's pick up. Like you said, definitely backwards out of the hand. Did float forward, but great finish.
15-2 now for Australia. The siren goes. The punishment will come to an end here for England. They'll live to see another day in the bronze medal match, but Australia booked their place in the World Cup final yet again. The defending champions will have the right to once more bring the cup back to the land down under. A comprehensive display, Ben Powell.
Very comprehensive. So, you know, yeah, really enjoyable game to call. The Aussies built really well into that game. Whoever they've got in the final, likely New Zealand, not to take anything away from the Philippines, but I think it'll be really hard to stop coming out of their own box, so that was excellent.
And the Philippines have had a wonderful tournament. We'll see if they can produce probably the biggest upset of the tournament thus far. But full time here in the Mixed Open semi-final, Australia advancing to the World Cup final. England will play for bronze. The score, 15-2.
You go.